Hi everyone, today I'm going to be reviewing the Sephora 10-Hour Wear Perfection Foundation. I have it in the shade Clear Light. It is oil-free and gives second skin technology. It claims to have medium coverage, buildable. It is dermatologically tested, non-comedogenic, paraben-free, and fragrance-free, and formulated without mineral oils. Oh, so when you pump it out, it has nice control. Here's one pump on the back of my hand. It's kind of a lot actually. I probably need just that for my entire face. You can see it's pretty thick. The shade is nice. It's not golden, like orange golden. It's more like a pale yellow. It kind of looks dry and patchy in some areas, but it's really not that bad. I can only notice up close. I'm still using what's left over on the back of my hand. There's still a lot of product. I mean, I don't know. I think this pump is more a pump and a half of a standard pump. It's not mask-like, but there is a lot of coverage, at least in my opinion. This is so flawless. It does seem like it takes a second to set because this side is a lot more smoother and this side is still kind of tacky. The finish of it is natural, but texture-wise, it doesn't look natural. It definitely looks like you have makeup on, maybe because it's a fuller coverage product. I'm not saying that it's cakey, but you know, the texture is there. It looks like makeup. It looks quite flawless. I'm really happy with my makeup and how it applied on this foundation. Since this foundation had a thicker consistency, I decided to use it as an eyeshadow base, and I think it worked out pretty nicely with the eyeshadows that I used today. The longer that my foundation sat on my face, the more that it set. It's completely non-tacky, and I think it became more matte. It's not a completely dry matte. It's a wearable matte that I'm okay with. I prefer a healthy, glowy, luminous look, so this is a lot different than what I'm used to wearing. But you know, I can add some glow, that's okay. I think this would be more suitable for the warmer weather, so I think I need to, you know, be open to wearing these types of products because I have a feeling this is gonna last on my skin a while in this heat. Let me give you another close-up of my skin. I like that it's comfortable and not greasy. Again, it's oil-free, so it just feels really nice. I mean, I really don't feel it. It feels really lightweight and comfortable. So far so good. It's been a few hours later and I think it still looks the same, to be honest. Maybe my oils are starting to produce in my skin, but I don't look oily at all. I don't look luminous. I still look the same. The luminosity that there is on my skin is the highlight that I applied. It's really just not going anywhere. It's not separating on my skin at all. I don't think it looks cakey at all. It doesn't look like it's oxidized either. So this foundation is holding up pretty nicely. I mean, it looks the same, like exactly the same. Maybe it is settling into the fine lines just a little bit, but I think I could just fix that like this. I am pretty confident that this is gonna last around 10 hours as they claim. It probably could last even longer. The foundation is surprisingly, for the most part, still intact. I mean, my skin is looking a little droopy. I'm extremely tired, but for the most part, the coverage is still there. It's held my blush and bronzer amazingly. It's controlled my oils all day for 10 hours straight. It was very humid today and I don't look greasy at all. My chin looks a little bit cakey and dry because I have some blemishes. I do notice the slightest bit of cracking in my fine lines. I mean, you can see it up close, but from a distance it's not that bad. I noticed that I'm getting really oily around the crevices of my nose and my cheek, but still not that bad considering how many hours I had it on for and the amount of coverage that it still gave me. And the fact that I'm not as red as in most of my foundation reviews is saying a lot. I think the coverage is just amazing. It's not full coverage. You could build it up to full coverage. And I did use it as an eyeshadow base, and I think it held up my eyeshadows really nicely. I mean, these are pretty dark shadows, but it still got the job done, and they didn't move anywhere. I'm kind of impressed. You know, it's probably a combination of the eyeshadow formula and this foundation, but I think it's worth a try if you're looking for something to wear during the warmer months, or maybe you have more oily skin and you want something more oil controlling. This is a good foundation to try. Or if you're wanting more coverage, this is a good one. If I mixed it with a liquid highlighter, I think it would give me like the perfect finish that I want while still giving me a luminous look and controlling my oils at the same time. This foundation would be very versatile if you want to use it matte or mix it to give it a more luminous look while still controlling the T-zone and your oily areas. I think what I want to do now is take off half of my makeup to see really how much coverage it still has, and just compare it to the other side and just compare like the redness and the flawlessness. This foundation is long wearing, that's for sure. Here's my skin. I took off a layer of the foundation, and then here is after 10-hour wear. I guess it does look a little cakey if you look at it this close, and I feel like my skin looks really like saggy and droopy. That always happens by the end of the day. I'm just really tired. But I mean, the coverage is there. Look at my blush and bronzer. It's all there. My highlight is completely intact. I feel like the crevices is a little oily, but you can see the coverage that it still has. Okay, I may look a little crazy with half my makeup off, but I really hope you guys found this video helpful, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.